All right, let's keep it rolling with Magic. You want to know how good will Magic be in today's game? Um, you want to go first on this one? Me go first? What you at on that?
You could go first.
All right. So I think Magic would be one of the most mediocre point guards in the game today. He'll definitely be in the middle of that pack. Uh, just couple mid. He wouldn't be effective at the point guard. Um, Slow, not a defender. You know, the back to the basket game is not good for point guards. Clearly, like there's no point guard who does that, so that probably wouldn't work out. And if you want to go with the fast break, that's not a unique offense no more. A lot of players try to go with the fast break, and now they shoot the three. So clear as day, they probably try to back off of Magic just like how they do Westbrook. And Westbrook a little more not little more, he's way more athletic than Magic, so he can make up in those ways. But if we're going by the question what I put on the screen is how good would Magic be in today's game, he would be a trash or not trash to mediocre point guard at best. Mid point guard. I ain't gonna say trash. He wouldn't be trash. 6'9", who could pass, not trash. But he'd be a mid point guard. But I think he would be probably a top 3 power forward. I think if you think about Giannis, KD, if AD playing center, then yeah, Giannis, KD. I think Magic will play the power forward amazingly. If he knows how to do the sky hook or he could get it off the glass game going, he could still be the lead of those fast breaks. But he's more the outlet guy or something like that. I think he'll be a top power forward in the league better than being a point guard. I think if you put him at point guard, you really don't have nobody. I know a lot of people probably try to compare to Ben Simmons, but Ben Simmons again more athletic, more faster, and a better defender. So he wouldn't be on Ben Simmons level. Again, he would probably be in that mid card, that 13th best point guard. As far as he playing power forward, I really can't name too many power forwards who will play better than Magic Johnson. So I think he'll be a way better power forward in today's game. But point guard, no. Top 3
All
power
right.
forward.
So, well, one, I see why you disrespect Magic so much because of your opinion of him. That makes sense. All right. So, when it comes down to it,
Facts.
would he be a power forward in this game? He may. It's a possibility. He's 6'9". When it comes down to him handling the ball, um, I think Magic is good enough to where we will build a team around Magic instead of having Magic fit in on another team. And if you're building a team around Magic, then you would build a team around Magic the way that you build a team around Giannis, somebody like that. And the reason why you would build a team like that is you would want to create an advantage for your team. So if you have Magic at the point guard position and you're running and you're putting a center around Magic who can shoot, you putting a power forward who can shoot, you putting a 2 and a 3 who can shoot, then one, you have to guard Magic with what power forward, a center, one-on-one. Like that's what you're gonna have to do.
What do you
And
mean?
I was quiet when you talk. So I'm saying you have to literally guard Magic one-on-one if he's going to post up. And who are you going to guard him with? Are you going to guard him with a center? Or are you going to guard him with, say, for example, Bam Adebayo? If he's playing the Heat, are you going to guard him with Jimmy? If somebody is running, you think Magic isn't going to find him? Because one of the things that we said about Magic is he is the greatest passer of all time, or he's in that tier when it comes down to the greatest passes of all time. When it comes down to Magic, we're not saying that he was like elite as far as scoring, but when it comes down to him scoring, he's 52% from the field. So he's he's getting to the spots that he believes that he will be successful. And if you're going to guard him with a guard, then what's going to happen is that's going to be easy money because he can post. That's kind of what happens. At 52% from the field, you're gonna allow him to do that. Now on defense, you can hide him on defense. The reason why you can hide him on defense is because you have catch and shoot type players. So you have players that basically go stand in the corner. And if you're going to stand in the corner and you can put Magic there in the corner to guard that person, because that's what Phoenix has done with Chris Paul when they was trying to hide him. Well, that's what Golden State did with Steph Curry. You're not going to put Magic on Steph Curry or Chris Paul or Kyrie Irving or anybody like that. You're going to put him on PJ Tucker or something like that. That's kind of how this is going to go. So with Magic will still be one of the greatest of all time because he creates that type of advantage for his teammates. That's just what it is. And we saw that when it comes down to, say, for example, Joker creating an advantage for his teammate because you can't double him. Somebody posting up.
Who is teaming Magic with?
What you gonna do with him?
Who is teaming Magic with? Like one of the greatest of all time? Like who is it with? Him and LeBron?
Put him on Memphis. Jaren Jackson Jr. You got
look. As far as who could defend Magic, it doesn't matter. Again, Magic is only effective offensively when it's back to the goal. So the fact that,
cool, we want him when it's back to the goal,
and that's not effective in today's game. So he'll be better at a power forward.
No, first of all, it is the fact. Wait, 2 points is still 2 points, correct? Okay, so if he gets 2 points with his back to the basket, is that not?
Is he getting 2 points with his back to the basket? My question is he doing that?
Yeah. Why wouldn't he do that?
Who's letting you getting back down from the 3-point line? Not today's game.
Have to get back down from the 3-point line.
So you saying he playing post up?
DeMar DeRozan plays post up. Kawhi Leonard plays post up.
Play mid range.
No, but I'm saying they play post. You don't have to. Like you can pass the ball out.
Point guard
you can
plays
get to
post.
No, but I'm saying you can pass the ball, you can get to your spot, you can post up. You don't he doesn't have to just say all right, hey, spread out. I'm an ISO and I'm gonna go ahead and back you down from the 3-point line. You can't do that. One, there's a 5-second rule there's a 5-second rule that was caused by Charles Barkley because that's what he would do. But I'm saying, can you not pass the ball to somebody and move freely to your spot and then catch the ball back? Can you not do that?
So it's
no. Can you do that? I'm asking you a question. Can you do that? No, I'm saying, can you do that?
Yeah. Most power forwards do that. Most power forwards do that.
Okay, call it what you want.
Again, he wouldn't be one of the greatest point guards now. He'll be he'll be a great power forward now.
That's not my argument. What I'm saying is in this scenario, in the scenario that I'm giving, he's playing point guard. He can still go to his spot. He can still pass the ball to somebody, get into his spot, get the ball back, and score that way. The point guard doesn't have to. They don't have to dribble, try to cross, tween, hezzy. A point guard doesn't have to do that.
That's what the game is.
No, that's not the game. That's what
who's not doing
do.
That's what people. What's the top?
No. Tell me the rule. Tell me the rule in basketball where you have to do that.
The game is played like
Tell me the rule in basketball where you have to do that.
There's
not a rule. So he can. So at the point guard position,
where is that effective now?
At who does it? So you don't know if it's effective because nobody does it.
Power forwards, Giannis. Giannis does it.
Giannis can't post.
Embiid does it.
Yeah, no, he don't. Not really.
Joker does it.
Okay, and he runs the point in real
all
life.
Better shooters. All of them are better shooters.
Okay, so wait, you think if Joker couldn't shoot, he would be less effective?
Right.
No, for real. You think
shooting is part of his arsenal?
So if Joker didn't shoot, If Joker didn't shoot threes, you think that's what teams are scared of? Joker shooting threes?
I'm not. They're scared of that. It's a part of his arsenal.
No, I'm saying the fact that when it comes down to Joker, you can't double him. That's the biggest issue with Joker. You cannot double him. And the thing about it is because he's roughly 70.
Magic, though.
Because he's roughly 70. Because you just not made this. You made this a whole thing. You said that. You said Joker. You brought up Joker just now.
But I was naming the post player.
Joker is 70% from 10 feet and in, and you can't double him. So because he's 70% from 10 feet and in, either you double him or you allow him to score. So he causes an issue. I'm saying,
are you trying to just give Magic points because he's gonna do something different?
Huh?
Different don't mean success.
I never said that.
I'm glad you didn't, because I feel like you saying that just because Magic's doing something different don't mean he's gonna be successful.
No,
you name what power forwards do in today's game, and if you want to say that's what he's doing, that's fine. I don't think.
No, but I'm saying. What rule says a point guard can't do this?
I'm not saying it's against the rules.
Is there a rule?
Where did I say it's against the rules? I never said it was against the rules.
Right,
I'm saying I don't think it's successful.
So a point guard could do this. So hypothetically, if Magic Johnson was a point guard in today's league, could he do that? Or would the league say, "Oh no, you're a power forward"?
No, I wouldn't. Okay, I'm not sure what I said something about he doing something against the rules. I don't think I iterated that. So if I did, I didn't mean to go that route. I'm saying I don't see a successful formula being, because what we're saying is wait. So let's be clear. You're saying he'll still be a legend. Are you still saying he'll be Magic Johnson, 3-time MVP, 5-time champion?
I don't know if he's gonna be a 3-time MVP or anything like. Obviously, I have no idea of that, because
so he wouldn't live up to the 80s Magic Johnson.
No, I'm not saying none of that. I'm not saying that he will be a 3.
I'm asking you. Do you think he's gonna live to the 80s Magic Johnson?
No. So this is the thing about Magic Johnson, right? This is what we're trying to. You're asking me if he would be 3-time MVP, 5-time champion Magic Johnson. I think Magic Johnson doesn't change. I don't know what team he has around him. Like, Magic was very fortunate when it came down to his team. So he was very fortunate. A couple other people are very fortunate as well. So if we're talking about how fortunate he was, I don't know, because like if Steph was picked right after Johnny Flynn to Minnesota, is Steph as fortunate if he goes to Minnesota than versus Golden State? That's what I'm saying. Like, we can't. If Steph was picked one pick before he was actually picked, is he still the same Steph that we see? Like, we still see him. He's still going to rain threes. He's still going to be that Steph. But is he a 4-time champion without Draymond and Clay in a Minnesota uniform with that organization?
I know it's Draymond first. I'm gonna let you slide.
I'm saying, is he still the 4-time champ Steph?
I don't know.
So that's what I'm saying. You're trying to ask me to answer a question for somebody who is very fortunate, where he could have been in a completely different situation that may not have worked out best for him. And we can say that for a couple other people, because we can say, is Kobe still a 5-time champ if he stayed with Charlotte?
All right.
Like, I'm not trying to shit on nobody. I'm just saying.
No, I'm not saying you are. I don't want to get too far away from just the.
And I'm just saying, like, when it comes down to the fortunate, and I'm just saying, when it comes down to how fortunate a player is, I don't know that. I don't know that if we just going by hypothetical. I think Magic is still one of the greatest players of all time.
In what way?
In the way that he presents a
The,
different
the
challenge.
he's only known for two things.
In
So
a way,
if
so
you're saying he's not
you
gonna be
ask
the
him
if you're saying you can't predict him being the best winner of all time. You're saying he can still be the best passer of all time, and it's like okay, but that will to me in today's game that will only have work in the power forward position.
again. That's like what his what the name of his position is on a court doesn't matter. That doesn't matter
Why it doesn't?
Because it doesn't. It really doesn't. It
You
doesn't
building a
matter.
team
So
around him.
so I'm
You
saying
building a team around
if
it.
you
It does matter.
no, it doesn't. It really doesn't. Because
Who
if you put
okay? If Magic at power forward, and we gotta finish this one. But if Magic at point guard, you gotta have somebody. You're gonna have somebody at power forward at a like a six, at least a 6'9" guy, or something like that to that nature. I mean, if you want to say Draymond Green 6'6", that's fine, but that's he a anomaly. But if Magic at power forward, then you probably have a shooter or something, an extra shooter on the floor because you have a
but
6'3" or 6'4" guy. So position
but
matters.
my thing is if Magic has always played point guard and he has shown the ability to be a point guard, then why are they putting him at power forward in the NBA?
That's what that's what his game represents.
No, but I'm
Like
saying
the
again,
game is
again.
look, the game is positionless, but you can still tell what position you play.
But again,
If
what you
you're a
know,
small guy who's a shooter, you're a point guard. If you're a small guy who's a scorer and a defender, you're a shooting guard. If you're a wing, if you're between like what 6'6" and 6'10", and you can score and defend, you're a wing player, whether it's powerful or small forward. That's the most confused position in the league. And of course, if you're 7 foot tall and you can shoot, you're a center.
but again, like this was like when we talking about this, Magic was an anomaly in his time as well.
He was.
Like, so when it comes down to point guards in the 80s, they had already seen at least if Magic was just coming around, they had at least seen when it comes down to power. I mean, I'm saying when it comes down to point guards, they had at least seen Penny and Luca. Luca is 6'8", kind of chubby. Like he can shove you with his shoulder, lean back. Like they've seen Ben Simmons now, even though he doesn't want to shoot. Like the a point guard being 6'8" is more of a, it's not as taboo as it was in the 80s, because in the 80s, the biggest point guard that they probably had before Magic was Oscar Robinson, who was 6'4". I'm saying now you at least had somebody who was 6'10".
No, I got you. We'll let people decide on that. Like I said, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'm saying I know he wouldn't be as accomplished, but I do think he'd still be effective, but not at the point of position. But you know. We off that?
Yeah, we good.
All right.